is a Gao. Gao, man. Gao! I think that's a Sentai. Gao Ranger.
Ah, I wonder what Gal means, because it is a mon, as you previously mentioned.
Possibly something to do with beast or animal or along those lines, because the theming of that Sentai series is like the red one's a lion, the blue one's a shark, the black one's like a bison. They're animal themed.
Yeah. And if you know what Gal means, let us know.
Yeah, that's not a Japanese word I know. Right, we'll want them later. How never now? Now have you how?
That was a good one.
Welcome back to the TARDIS. I'm your local wannabe Time Lord, Ozzy. And this is my
wannabe Grime Lord.
Grime Lord, Christian. And we're back for Doctor Who's 60th anniversary, part 2, week 2.
Yes.
Episode 2 when it starts in about 45 minutes or so. Wild Blue Yonder.
There we go, that's better.
Whoa. You're feeling inadequate.
Yes.
You're not used to me being the taller one.
No.
It's odd.
There we go, I'll give you a little bit of an edge.
The column's still there, is it?
Yeah.
For now. Okay, that's the way I can check. It's just stand in front of it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. I'll have to keep an eye on that because it was like the last 10 minutes of the last stream it disappeared.
Oh, whoops.
So if before we start the main event, maybe
Someone must have spilt tea on the console.
yeah, it was rebooting it.
These do go high, don't they?
I don't know because this one doesn't keep its height.
That didn't even
that
didn't even seem like it was
Fucking
stopping.
hell.
I don't want it to like pop off the top. No, that looks like that's it. Hello, welcome to Taskmaster.
I'm little Aussie Horn. I mean,
well, the Battle of Little Bighorn.
once again, that's my OnlyFans. Tales from the TARDIS. We're going to start with this again because we started the last stream like it, and it's going to fill the gap before the event. We want to be here and ready for the event when it goes live.
Before we get into Tales de Tard, Tales de Tard, I want to mention. Can I mention something about?
You can't say that anymore.
Oh God. Whoops. I didn't mean to say that.
No. You want to tell me something?
Yeah. The children in need thing.
Oh, okay.
So we mentioned the bloke, Mawan Rizwan.
Yes.
Wisdom Taskmaster.
Is in yes.
Also,
remember it being a good series.
Davros being Son's wheelchair, I thought was just like, oh, it's before the accident. But I watched a behind the scenes thing, and Russell T Davies was saying this is actually a conscious decision because the character originally was literally just, oh, he's disfigured because he's a bad guy sort of thing.
Okay.
So they've deliberately kind of retconned that to be like, he's just a guy now.
Okay. I was just assuming this was like the accident happened in between now and Genesis.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting if he does come back in the main series.
Well, that was one of my.
Will he be, as we saw him in the special? Will they put him in a wheelchair? Or I think probably not, based on what Russell was saying.
Unless maybe they go into multiverse shit, and
possibly, yeah.
That Davros wasn't the Davros we know.
Oh, could be, yeah.
Tennant interrupted a different universe's version of. Anyway,
mind you, we've said this before about Doctor Who. Like, if there are inconsistencies in the timeline, you can easily just explain it away because the whole thing is about time travel. So things could change on a day-by-day basis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was
true. Yeah, because time can be rewritten.
Yeah, because I'd seen a load of people freaking out about the fact that Davros wasn't, the Davros we know. And now I understand why people were freaking out was because it was like a deliberate thing to let's not make an ableist sort of thing.
Fuck.
Which people don't like that sort of stuff.
I guess that people don't like the change in continuity. Definitely.
No. I think it would be more impactful if, say, it was like someone like John Lumick, where the fact that he was disabled was the point.
Yeah.
Whereas with Davros...
And it felt almost like Davros had based a lot of the Dalek design off his own chair.
So that's... Yeah, you might argue that gave him the idea originally. But I guess he didn't create the Daleks because he was dying or whatever, did he? He just did it because he wanted to, really.
Okay.
And also,
I guess, I don't know how I feel about that yet. I think we'll have to see where we feel in a week or two.
I will say Julian Bleach looks fucking scary. Just no disrespect to the guy.
Yeah.
So that worked.
Actually, in my review that we will get to before the actual event, I did have a note about that, about how comedic Davros almost felt. But then it was children in need.
Yeah.
So it's forgivable.
So,
I forgot the mouse.
The moose. I wanted to mention that before we got to the main stuff.
I want to quickly grab. Do it like that, and then I can pause that. Warning: extremes cut. Oh, lower than recommended.
That came up last time as well, mine. I don't know.
Can I check the settings? Double check that we're all on 920 1080. It's all. Okay.
It's this the bit rate they're talking about rather than the resolution of the Daleks.
Okay, so it's fine. We don't have to worry. Okay, just double checking TARDIS.
It just means if
she's old, we have to.
If someone lets off some confetti, it will kill the visuals because it won't be able to encode it because there'll be too many bits.
Okay, so it'll just go really pixelated for like 5-10 seconds and then kind of try and re-jump.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering.
What did it say the current bit rate is? 2,700. Yeah. So what do I normally stream at? I think I normally stream at 6,000.
Okay.
I mean, it looks fine. I watched it on you.
Because
we had some comments and shit, so I was looking at them.
Yeah, maybe. And that's the point is we're doing it live. It's not meant to be.
Yeah.
You're meant to be here to watch Doctor Who with us when it's on live on BBC One.
It also depends how fast your internet is. I don't know how fast your internet is or isn't. I tell you what, should we get on with this?
Tales from the TARDIS. Fifth Doctor. This is the one we're on. There was no fourth Doctor. Stuck in Shada again. He's off minding museums somewhere. Couldn't be bothered to come back to the memory TARDIS for a little bit. Sounds like the fourth Doctor. But we did the first, which was Stephen and was it Vicky?
Vicky, yeah.
Then it was Jamie and Victoria.
I can't remember. It was definitely Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie. And then it was
Jamie and the other ones.
Joe and Clyde. And they're the ones that broke the stream, so we had to re-go.
Like when Kim Kardashian apparently broke the internet by getting her bum out.
But it does mean we are now on the Tales of the TARDIS that actually have doctors in them.
Yes.
Until now, we haven't had doctors. So, I guess go. No. Ooh. Ooh. Music's fun. Oh, that's a bit of Capaldi's TARDIS, that was, wasn't it?
I think so.
See, I think this would have been like, okay, I don't like the new TARDIS. This would have been a funner TARDIS than the current medical empty one. Hopefully they're gonna fill it out.
Yeah.
Maybe that was.
Everything else, I can't remember. Did we ever do tea? We had a pineapple once. Remember?
Pineapple.
I was fast asleep in bed. I said goodnight to Missy, and
Oh. Don't know how loud to go without hitting copyright limits.
We never really did this sort of thing, did we?
do now. Oh, you got cold.
Not one line.
Don't get clever.
Oh, there's one. 100.
That's it's good to see you.
It'd be nice if we had like little mini stories with like memory doctors and stuff. Just out of continuity, but just like little 5-minute episodes.
You had an accident.
Well, I'm getting older now.
Not. I woke up in here myself. I think it's a memory. It's a remembered TARDIS.
I don't remember it being such a mess.
No, but time.
I don't know, I like a messy TARDIS.
Lived in.
I mean,
And it's reached out and remembered us.
I've missed you.
I missed you too. Once or twice. But that's not the
I'm
point.
wondering what that buzzing noise is.
I think this thing needs feeding.
Oh,
Right, get in the TARDIS.
be in trouble. Don't tell me. It's going to eat our brains.
No. Well,
Just yours.
not literally.
You stand under that upside down time rotor and it just comes down.
The pain tube things from Star
Yes.
Trek.
Agony device.
Agony
So-
device
What was it?
booths.
Agony booth. Yeah.
Around a fire. Like every storyteller across creation.
Oh, I thought we were going to get Cloister Bell.
Sort of story.
Oh, no, it just makes chairs.
Tegan, we lived through the most extraordinary times. We've got the best stories ever.
Do you mean we sit and tell stories about ourselves?
Yep, right on that little thing sticking out the floor.
The hand of the TARDIS. The mandibles.
Grabs your feet, keeps you there forever.
All the things we did, Doctor.
Everyone always says the TARDIS is alive. What they never say is that it's actually an insect.
I think of nothing else.
Maybe we should tell the story. I'm sorry, Tegan, but if we're going to tell a story,
Our dick.
maybe it should be the strongest of all.
Oh. Yeah, okay. It took me a second to realise what you were punning. I didn't hate Adric. I liked Adric. I wouldn't say he was one of my favourite companions, but he didn't annoy me like everybody said to.
Actor.
I'll do it for him.
Yeah.
Braveheart.
I have few opinions on him, to be honest.
You've never seen much of it.
Before my time.
We haven't got there yet.
No. After my
It
time.
began with
Yeah.
Because he was travelling in the TARDIS before I ever met you. He stowed away from a different planet.
Different dimension.
Then he told you that he wanted to go home.
Dr. CIA.
No, but before that, it's hard to tell where a story begins, isn't it? But before we came blundering in, it began on Earth. Think back, Tegan. It all started with those mysterious deaths in the caves.
I'm just going to take
And we
a...
saw the Raston Warrior robots before they were the Raston Warrior robots.
Ah.
Oh, that was a nice yeah, I do remember. I've got Earthshock. Actually, did we both watch Earthshock? 'Cause I know we watched the commentary together.
Yeah.
And here it is,
Oh, yeah.
remembered.
Alright, I forgot it was there. I just stuck it in the cup.
Oh, he was a nightmare.
He was daft and silly and sulky and
Silky. I used to sit and stroke him at night when he was sleeping. Only his hair, it wasn't
Yeah.
weird.
Looking back, I think, wow. He died, we sailed on.
I don't like how creaky
More
this is.
adventures.
Yeah, everyone's been
Stop.
doing a creak here and there.
Stop to think.
that's because of me.
I do love the interior TARDIS doors.
Yes.
Never look back.
Maybe that's what a memory TARDIS is for.
Therapy.
About time.
The rapey. Because,
I thought that's what that group they made up at the end of Power of the Doctor
Oh,
was
yeah,
for.
yeah.
Companions Anonymous or whatever it was called.
Campanimous.
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 Now, tell me stories about
Yeah, it
you,
doesn't matter. It's not important.
about life, about everyday things.
You're not important.
Boring things, you mean?
They are the jewels. In this vault of memories, an ordinary life is one of the most shining things of all.
Another Fifth Doctor pep talk.
I left you, remember?
To be fair, fifth might be my second of the classics, if you ignore the fact that McGann is mainly audios.
But in the end,
But then sixth is my favourite in audios.
and it took a while.
It's a big complicated spectrum for my favourite doctors.
Yeah.
Bit like my brain.
What can I do with my life? What can I do that would make the doctor proud?
Give away all your money? Like Donna?
So I
Well, that just...
campaign for the environment,
Oh, okay.
and I used every trick you taught me. To never give up, to never be defeated, to keep fighting even in the darkest of times. Oh, there were some times I thought he would be proud of me.
Well, you were wrong.
Yeah, that's very big-headed of you.
Oh,
Oh.
it's just nice to see them together.
Together.
That's why they should have like mini little episodes where it's
Yeah.
doctors meeting up. This one should be quite fun as well. I've grown a much greater appreciation for the Sixth Doctor since Big Finish.
All years, yeah. Oh, I mean, he's brilliant.
Whereas before, he would have probably been in my lowest tier because I'd only seen a few episodes of the classics. I
Yeah.
was a teenager and
Yeah.
I had that audience. Everybody hated him, so I kind of got that in my mind as well.
Yeah.
And then listening to the Big Finish, I've grown such a... He's probably my favourite Big Finish Doctor. McCoy's my favourite classic Doctor altogether. But I think Colin Baker overranks that in Big Finish. So, this one should be fun. This should hopefully be the Sixth Doctor with a more modern Big Finish-ish take.
Yeah. Is he wearing the blue coat?
Oh, that if only.
I doubt
He
it.
wasn't in the thumbnail.
No.
Oh, he's just his own thing. Fair play. Very, very Colin Baker.
Yeah.
Oh. Beamed up.
How are you?
They're made of clockwork.
She's putting the accent
Yeah,
on.
I was just thinking.
I suppose she's been practicing it throughout Big Finish for years
Yeah,
now,
true.
so... They're just basically doing Big Finish in front of a camera.
Yeah. Oh, the license plate from Bessie.
Oh, I missed it.
Let me look at you.
There it is.
The warrior queen.
The license plate, I mean.
So good to see
Okay.
you
Yeah,
again.
sorry.
You got old.
And bigger. And beardier.
Almost looks a bit like a stage magician.
It has no respect. But you filled your years with adventures and legends in the making.
Like a leisure park clubhouse.
I've heard minstrels sing songs of the warrior queen from the Scorpion Nebula to the outer rings of the Medusa Cascade.
Oh.
Some of them were very catchy.
Glad you approve. I've done things a girl from Fells Point could never dream of.
You?
I never tell you.
I can't remember if I've heard the end, like Perry's last heard or seen or.
Her last episode.
Yeah.
Okay, pause it because I have been called to grab the food as well.
Ah, I didn't hear that.
I did.
Ah, okay.
2 seconds. So, basically, Trial of a Time Lord.
Yeah, because I can only remember some of the story.
I think at the end of either part 1 or 2, the Doctor thinks she's dead. But then in the Mel story, it's just offhandedly said, oh no, she's fine, she's gonna marry, I think it was Brian Blessed, maybe.
Oh, right.
The big sort of warrior guy that he was playing. I
can't
vaguely
remember
remember
it.
that. But I think that was the idea, was that Perry went off and married a dude in that story,
Okay.
but it was only given to us in a line of dialogue in the Mel story.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I watched Trial. Also, before I disappear, Oh god. Fucking well, don't look at that. People are giving us fucking spoilers.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Can we like mute him or something? Could you do that?
I'll have a little look.
No spoilers, please. The point is we're going into this blind.
Beep-a-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-doo. There we go. Okay, well, there we go. That's that sorted. Right. Well, we'll finish this one and then we'll do something or other. Something or other. Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum. Okay. So, I luckily didn't read that. I managed, it's far away enough that I can't read it from here, but I can still mute people without reading the message. Man, it's weird how the other person leaving just completely kills your ability to talk or think of anything to say. I'll use this opportunity to advertise my own channel, Invisible Tower. Shit, it's coming back. Oh, thanks very much. You cooked that quickly.
I know. It's the TARDIS. It's just like it's out of you. Just press the food machine and it dinged.
Oh, yeah.
I just got tired of the cubes. They all got.
What the fuck's going on? Thank you.
Yeah, sorry if I seemed a bit mean to whoever put that spoiler. They might not have intentionally meant to put spoilers, but I don't like them. It's just one of those things. It will just trigger that little bit of hopefully it doesn't mean what we think it means. But
I couldn't read it.
Okay, good. If it happens, I'll let you know.
Okay.
We have got food now. Apologies.
We have got food now. Apologies to all the people in the world who don't have food, of which there are many. Bloody Westerners.
Somebody who's not gone without food though is Colin Baker. So let's return.
Maybe. I was wondering what had brought you here.
I was kind of wondering that myself. I mean, it looks like the TARDIS, but
Smaller on the inside.
yeah.
Cozy, that isn't it?
I just thought it was a bit more cluttered. I didn't really think about the.
Yeah, it's like a hoarder's TARDIS.
It's about the same size as maybe the classic TARDIS, but cluttered.
And then there's a behind some of the stuff. There's a companion that's been trapped under a pile of newspapers.
Chameleon, that's where you got to. Oh, it's gonna eat Perry. I mean, haven't you seen that I swapped my ones for? You can't see it, it's not on camera.
They've got different chairs.
Oh. Maybe it's like to represent each character, or maybe they've just swapped the chairs around because they're on opposite sides.
No, the other chair was the Doctor's chair was bigger than the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Colin Baker's not a show off. You don't need a big chair.
Neither did I.
I didn't forget you either. Every night I look up at the stars and wonder which one is spinning around in the TARDIS. And I'd ask myself, will I ever see him again?
You did in Big Finish.
Here we are. Older,
I wish they'd acknowledge Big Finish.
adventurers and friends.
That when the 8th Doctor acknowledged all his companions in the Night of the Doctor.
That gave me so much joy.
Because I was not au fait with Big Finish when that came out, it didn't give me the same
okay.
until afterwards.
See, I had at least listened to Charlie and Lucy's ones at that point. Not in order or
Yeah.
all of them, but I had at some of them.
Yeah.
Syl and Kiv.
Bloody silly
Not the
kid.
most
Are we doing Vengeance on Varos, or is this the return of
Some
the
say
main-
it's a classic.
but that first
It's no good, I've locked all the doors.
I vaguely remember it. It's very small.
warrior queen.
I guess. In a way.
Oh, there's no doubt. Good. can come from even the darkest places.
Yeah, Varro. Hello. Don't cut away. I saw an image. Oh, feathers.
I can feel them all over me again. Ugh.
Some memories can be very prickly, even after all this time.
Or was it in prickly?
It's not just that.
Was that when she was turned into a bird? She was turned into a bird at some point.
Oh, she's already a bird. What are you talking about?
Have you been there lately? The 21st century, it feels...
We'll get back to that era at some point.
Yes, still would fit in well. Everything has its price, even the planet itself. But Perry, do you see what I mean?
Damn you, capitalism.
The inhumanity on Barros and Syl's greedy manipulation of that helped to give you the fire to fight evil.
I love the ultra
wherever
point.
you found it.
You mean, they didn't turn me into a bird.
It is you who will.
Turn me into the world.
Hands up!
Oh, it's burning into my skull.
It's just in 4Kids anime when they'd remove guns and halt, stay there.
Chaos, but what it creates is ultimately always capable of being wonderful and good,
Wunderbar.
even on Earth. In the end, you'll see.
Yeah, I get it. The two of us, we're warriors of the universe.
Warriors of the universe.
There's an episode title.
That would be a good, yeah.
Has a ring to it.
Or a Queen song.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Here we are, born to be kings. We are warriors of the universe.
We're older, but our stories are a long way from over.
I guess those minstrel songs won't write themselves.
See?
Something to sing about.
See what I mean? Let's give us little mini episodes with these guys.
So you
Oh.
promised his memorial. Can we do that?
Okay, yeah.
Once a year, just to keep an eye on things.
It's a deal. Meanwhile, there are worlds out there waiting for us to save them.
So what are we waiting for?
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that. How does Perry know how to fly the TARDIS go? Excuse me.
He took off.
But no, I want more of stuff like this. Just maybe not with like the episode that we have to have watched cut in between. Just give us a little mini like 10-minute 5-10 minute episode of them just encountering a little mini comedic villain or something.
Yeah. Attack of the Grass.
So, yeah. Ka-choom. So the last one. The one I'm probably most excited for, just because, like I said,
Yeah.
favorite classic.
Do you know what I was thinking? What's the time? I've quarter past.
Quarter past. Ooh. So we've got about 15. How long's this?
8 minutes. So we'll have 10 minutes once this finishes.
To quickly talk about. I'll have to quickly rush through my notes then. Right, we'll go then. Let's. Oh. This was the one that made me realise these things existed. So I'd watch the first like minute or so and was like, oh no, actually I might save it for reactions.
Okay.
I can't remember what the first minute was though.
About 60 seconds probably.
That usually.
Yeah, Alex was asking where to start with the classic series, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I thought actually maybe Seventh Doctor would probably be a good.
Because it feels probably the most like the modern series the classic did.
Yeah. There's some bloody brilliant stories in like the last 2 series.
7 and Ace. Just 7 and Ace's era. Yeah, right, that's... Love these two.
It just
I think
gets
wasn't
even
that
better
the
in
point
Big
that-
Finish.
Oh yeah, in Big Fit, yeah. But wasn't that the point that broke me in Power of the Doctor? When 7 and Ace came back and I actually wept. It was like, oh.
5, 6, 7, Ace.
Fine, I believe.
Last time I saw you, you were a hologram.
Oh, okay.
No.
You're real. You got old.
Time streams are funny things, and some I regenerate, and others I don't. So a matter of perspective.
I was in the middle of a meeting, and then I was here.
This is a memory TARDIS, a special place where old friends come together to share stories, to remember.
Remembrance of the Daleks, possibly.
And to confront difficult truths.
Or Fenric.
Did you ever think of me?
Oh, it's-
No, never.
I thought about you everything.
Sometimes I wish I'd never left. That I'd stayed with you forever.
See, there's it gets complicated in Big Finish, so this could count for Big Finish as well, couldn't it?
It's kept alive with memories, and we stoke its engine with our stories. And we can return here whenever we like. With a wish.
That's how I met you, remember? With a wish. I wished I was somewhere else. Somewhere that wasn't Perivale. And then I was halfway across the universe.
Ice world.
Did you?
Except it wasn't my choice, remember?
Ice World, Juice
I
World,
was
Wheel
taken
Swirl.
there.
For Ice World.
Fenric.
Okay. Maybe it's Fenric.
I was just a part of one of his games.
A game of trash.
I don't think I want to remember.
Fenric is a
Maybe
good
we should.
episode, to be fair.
Maybe we both should.
It's too much.
I think it's the episode you did a reaction with me and Ray to.
Yeah.
Alongside
I think I've seen that more often than any other classic
So many
serial.
lives were ruined.
others were set in motion.
Dangerous undercurrents.
I
maybe
taught
Genesis
you
of the
down
Daleks.
beneath the surface to be unafraid.
I find Genesis too long.
So let's dive.
I was thinking that with the Daleks Dead Planet recolor they did, where they,
Into the water.
I think they cut it down to effectively 3 or 4 episodes in length.
See, if Genesis might have been 4 episodes, it might be a bit better for me.
But I wondered. There we are.
What happened that day? It was all my fault. I was always on the run. Always eager for the next adventure.
It wasn't just you. That was my life. Keeping my head down, bottling things up inside. Maybe if we talked, we wouldn't have fallen out.
Yes, but I did things I'm not proud of.
See, that was in Big Finish, so it's like, kind of what? Unless these things were just improvised by the actors.
Yeah.
Strop, you mean.
Yeah, no, I wondered
Seeing their faces.
how many classic 6-parters you could literally just not watch the middle 2 episodes and it would still be fine.
So many people died for us. I need someone to blame. By the way, that wasn't West London where you dropped me off.
Really?
Aberdeen.
No, it was London, Ontario. My right to laugh at getting home without a passport.
Oops. Well, but to be fair, we did have a very busy day, as I remember.
Bit worse than Sarah Jane.
Yeah.
The Rani was up to her old tricks.
Had a ran in with her.
You had to go. Become the person you are today. To save the world. That is your destiny.
I thought that would be a good character they could gender swap and bring back, would be the Rani.
Rani.
Because Rani isn't necessarily a feminine title, is it? It's like more of... Is it? I don't
No.
know. I think
I
it's
just imagine they bring her back, it's a him, and they call him the Rano.
Rano.
She never said much. She was so late.
Well, that's one you could do without having to change the name like they did with Master Missy.
But before she died, I think there was this moment where she realised who I was. We'd met before, and she was young. And her eyes changed. They sparkled. And she smiled like she never smiled before. Like she knew.
Getting emotional.
She would have been very proud of everything you had achieved.
You know about that.
We all are already, so...
From time to time. And you want to know a secret? The best is yet to come.
Oh, are we going on adventures as well?
I loved you, you know.
Eh?
Like the
Loved?
hell I know.
Excuse me?
I haven't said that before, but I did. Still do.
This chair does my head in with the creaks.
I love
We were nice.
Yeah, it would have been better if he said that, maybe.
Maybe they've already done that in Power of the Doctor.
In my office. Pride of place, but officially retired. I think it's time to grow up.
Nah.
Does this thing fly?
Sounds rubbish.
Of course it does.
How about a trip for old time's sake?
Where
Okay.
do you want to go?
I hope we get sequels to these then.
Everywhere? Somewhere there's danger. Somewhere there's injustice.
Who's that supposed to be?
Somewhere
The tea is getting cold.
No.
Professor, we've got
Come on, Ace. We've got work to do.
She's going
Oh.
cold.
Pardon?
She's going cold.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
Keep it down there.
they're a great pair, aren't they?
I do.
And like we said, you know, their episodes are great. The Big Finish stuff is great.
Yeah. The only era was like his first series or so, but even then it wasn't bad. It just was kind of on par with the past that Doctor Who had been at that point. Doctor Who had kind of gotten to that
Yeah.
kind of weird stage, but then
Yeah.
it kind of oh. Oh, that one was fun.
I feel like that bit could have been improvised, to be
Yeah.
honest.
That one was fun, but I don't know if it's just because of the 7 ace bias. So, oh, brilliant. No, those were the Tales of the TARDIS. I don't know what we'll do for the, like I said, maybe because these are done for the next intro before
Yeah.
next week's episode, we'll listen to the Beep Big Finish we have
Yeah.
got, the ratings war.
Yeah.
Because that's only like a single half-hour one. That could be fun. Well,
Wow. Time and space wait for no person.
no person. We will stick this on
Welcome.
ready.
To the weakest link.
Sugar butties of that.
But we sugar but okay.
Oh, wow.
Just take that as that is. What we're gonna do though, or I'm gonna do at least,
Yes.
is do you want to maybe go through your thoughts?
I was
going
going
to
to say they might be in your thoughts. And
Oh,
feelings,
okay, so that
we'll-
could be a good
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
So just basically over the week, I've rewatched the episode twice actually, and I've watched other reactors reacting to it. So I've just wrote a load of notes, and normally when we did the inaudible reviews, I'd compile the notes into a bit more of a sensible. Some things
We've
like
just got a stream of consciousness.
this is just literally multiple days on different days. I've wrote different pages and stuff. So we'll just go from here. But we start on this side. So I noticed once in the Noble household, the Doctor just got completely careless and was just flat out saying stuff and handing Donna the Sonic, and it's kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, I
Yeah.
guess he was in the moment, maybe,
Yeah,
or
that's-
whatever.
Yeah.
I do like the new Sonic tech, as I've mentioned to you. I'd kind of prefer if the Doctor had multiple gadgets,
Yeah.
rather than everything being crammed into the Sonic.
And
So, like, he could pull out, like, force-filled things. It'd just
Yeah.
be cool to see him whipping out different devices and stuff. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And I'll mention what I said earlier as well, was that when they brought the series back in 2005, the sonic screwdriver was never meant to be used as a
No.
solution to a problem. It was just to stop a locked door stopping the story.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I do like the stereotype switch, where the cute creature is the villain and the ugly ones are the good guys.
Yeah.
And I did talk about the episode with a friend of a friend as well, and he was saying, like, oh, I'd have preferred it if they'd just brought back a creature we already knew so that it was kind of match with the anniversary thing. And I didn't really know what to think of it at the time, but it then made me think, no, you kind of need it to be a villain we've not seen before, because you need to believe they are the villains. Because he was quoting maybe
I see, yeah.
the
yeah.
Jadoon or something, because they're the intergalactic police.
Yeah,
it makes sense
yeah.
that they're hunting down this villain already.
Yeah.
But you kind of already know what the Jadoon are. We need to
Yeah.
be under the interpretation that the villains
Yeah.
aren't the villain, or yeah.
That makes sense.
14's personality is literally
Someone saying hello, hello.
hello. Quick recap of my thoughts and feelings of the last episode. But 14's personality is literally just 10.2.
Yeah.
I wish he'd maybe been a little bit different to represent.
He is a little bit different because
Very-
he says things like, oh, I loved
love
her, and oh,
That's-
that killed me, when, you know, that sort of stuff, which I feel like he wouldn't have done before.
Okay.
This is a little bit
Still very subtle.
in the
yeah.
episode. The same,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll grant you
Still,
that. Though.
I still want to just call him 10.2 because part
Yeah.
of me knows that'll piss people off. If I refuse to call him 14 and he's always just 10.2.
Yeah.
But I'm just taking the piss with that. I liked the quote, "I named this ship the Delusions of Grandeur."
Yeah.
Loved Beep and Want More. Miriam was perfect. Could just be Miriam biased. I'm loving that they seem to have ramped up Tennant's action man speed. Like, he's there rolling under the doors and climbing up things and yeah. They've upped the action. Is that just to hide that Tennant's getting on a bit and they kind of want to keep the same energy? Dr. Donna Redux, love it. We were wondering about Donna naming Rose because of her memories, but it did reveal that Rose chose her own name.
Yes, yeah. I caught a lot of stuff that we obviously missed at the time. On the rewatch,
yeah. Let It Go did feel a bit cheesy.
I got thoughts about that.
I did, yeah. I've got other things written down for that as well. But yeah, let's see if I can find all that then. Let's work on the Let It Go. Could just be a Disney reference now that they're on Disney and Russell was trying to be clever.
Could be.
Probably not though.
No.
Yeah. Didn't mind any of the other
No.
gender related stuff. That was the only thing that's annoyed me.
So, because like they handled it so like subtly in other areas, like showing how Rose felt when people used her old name, showing Sylvia getting confused or not confused, but like a bit clumsy.
That
with it.
scene I liked.
Yeah, it was a bit
because as someone who has trans friends, I've experienced the exact same mistakes and oh shit, I'm sorry.
It's felt a bit more natural as opposed to saying, especially. As a man, you can't. As a male presenting person, you can't let it go. Which I feel like it doesn't really matter if you're male or female. Some people can let things go. Some people can't. They could have just said, "Doctor, you can never let things go."
The episode had. They should have made it more directed to David Tennant's Doctor, because he is the one who I don't want to go.
Exactly. So, like,
but the whole episode was just kind of confusing on that because 5-10 minutes previously. We've just had a message about how genders don't matter and it binary, non-binary. It doesn't matter. It's just good that you are you. And then 5-10 minutes later, it's oh no, actually, women are better because they can let it go.
Yeah. So
a little bit confusing.
At the time, that annoyed me, but I didn't want to say anything at the time. I want to think about it first.
I didn't even really clock it too much. I guess I was just in the hype of the episode.
I was thinking about this just earlier today about how obviously there's people in the world who were dead against what they call all the woke stuff. And the reason people think of that is because they think it's targeted like against them, and saying things like "oh, men are bad" essentially doesn't really help. I don't think. Yeah, and
obviously, like people are gonna complain that it's maybe feeling a bit more woke this era of Russell's than his last one, but they got to remember he's got more reign of the show now. The BBC aren't on his back. I bet back in the 2000s he might. I just spat, but ignore that. He might have wrote stuff like this but the BBC would have been like, no, we want you to change. I can imagine it like that. Just considering the stuff Russell writes that isn't Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It's all very focused on
that. Reminds me, I was trying
to
figure out where I'd seen the Unit Lady before. She was in Years and Years.
Oh, okay. I have not seen Years and Years. But yeah, I've mentioned TARDIS is too empty. I maybe don't mind how white it is because it feels classic.
It's too vast.
It just needs to fill the vastness with stuff. Clutter it out a bit.
I did see someone pointed out that it is now wheelchair accessible.
Oh, okay.
Unlike Capaldi's one. So that...
maybe foreshadowing a future.
Maybe.
Maybe we get the Unit Lady.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's so we can get the Unit Lady on the TARDIS at some point, if not for a regular role, a reoccurring one.
Yeah.
It's just the what's gonna go wrong? Oh my god, I've done it again. And it proves that the TARDIS is British because the TARDIS can handle tea but not coffee. Because tea regenerates
Tea
the
helps, yeah.
Tea superheats the tannins.
There you go, old girl.
Yeah.
It's like
I mentioned that and it made me pour one out for the girls. The old girls. I did want to read Starwell to prepare myself for this, but I didn't in the end. Just to see how they compared to each other. I like the opening. I don't like the clean version of the outro music.
No, and the is on the intro as well, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
I tell you what I don't like. The timing is wrong for when the names come up and the...
Oh, I didn't notice that. But I do just love the visuals.
Yeah, the visuals
They
are great.
were amazing. I think I prefer them to the music. I think I've mentioned how Capaldi is my favourite modern Doctor, but I think as a team, Dr. Donna might be my favourite companion Doctor.
Yeah. Certainly of the modern series.
Of the modern,
yeah.
I wanted to Amazon the new Sonic, but it's way too dear. The random kid in the episode was from the comics.
Oh, right, okay.
Donna's bloke accepted it all pretty easily.
Yeah, well, that was very funny.
The Doctor Sonic Screwdriver has become a Disney Channel wand. Do you know, like, the Disney Channel openings?
No,
where
I never watched Disney Channel.
There was if you know Disney Channel, back in the 2000s, they used to have intros where the stars would, like, do the Disney logo with wands, and the Doctor could do that. I like how protective Sylvia was in this episode.
Yes.
She might be my favourite she's been.
That moment where she turns around and sees the Doctor at the door and marches, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
But just, she became a really great character just with that one line at the end of Catherine Tate's original run, where she says she still is the most important woman in the universe. She's my daughter. And
that was where it clicked when the Doctor said, well, show her then. Or
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you should tell her,
It's good to see that carried forward.
That's resonated.
Yeah.
It was a rendition of I Am the Doctor when Dr. Donna returned, which is a Matt Smith one, but it represents that Donna has now become the Doctor again.
Yeah.
It's like a little, if you know the name of the... But why is that the only Smith era reference? I've mentioned how I wish I had more references.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how did the reset button at the end reset all the broken concrete?
Is this technology beyond our ken, Ozzy?
Or does that mean that none of this is real and the toy maker is maybe causing weird mind gamey stuff?
Maybe.
And I had more stuff, but we have no time for that. The episode's about to start, so we will unmute. Oh, perfect timing. Hooniverse.
Oh, do we have subs on?
Wild Blue Yonder. I don't
1666, Great Fire of London.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tis a glorious day, sir.
Ah, tis.
England at its finest. I think I shall hie me to yonder apple tree, there to contemplate the mysteries of God's universe.
Well, don't come back until you've had a very good idea, sir.
I shall.
Or an apple you can bribe me with.
Is he meant to be Isaac Newton? Going under the apple tree?
But did that happen in...
Is that a little bit loud, I think?
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know when that happened.
About there, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. It was just coming like up into the top yellows and the...
It was peaking. Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, we're just slightly out of control. My friend Donna, Donna Noble, just dropped some coffee into the console.
Don't worry, he's got a time machine, which means he can blame me for all this.
I'm just trying to triangulate. Could you tell me what year this is?
1666.
Oh, stay away from London.
Someone starts a fire.
Apple tree, apple. Man, holding an apple in 1666.
Were they literally both in 1666?
I don't know, they must have been. Yeah. Oh, whoops.
You got a control set of favorites or what?
We might have.
But, it's got to be said, Mr. Isaac Newton
that you, above all others, can appreciate. You can appreciate. Oh, come on. You can appreciate the gravity of the situation.
I just love these two. Like, part of me cannot hate the episode no matter how bad it is, as long as these two are in it.
I think it's also it really helps that they get on so well in real life.
Yes, they are literally like besties. That was like when they first see the TARDIS in the last episode. Part of me wonders if any of that was improvised. Like they go in and they're kind of like, oh, to get
Yeah. You should have the first name, second name, logo, end of chorus, into bridge. They've cut it all off, don't like it.
Spaceship episode, mate. Oh! Who's
Same
that
entrance
effect?
from the
Daleks.
Children in Eden. I think we're gonna get a new console room straight away.
Oh. Part of me's hoping.
I think materialised in prison.
Is it alright? Is it broken? Is it knackered?
Bong.
Just nothing there to make a hole. Oh.
Tom Kingsley. I was about to say I can't remember who the director was. Is it going to look a bit more grungy now, I wonder?
Ooh.
Wishful thinking, maybe.
Sonic screwdriver.
Oh.
I think a non-sonic screwdriver is called a screwdriver.
But if I can just reconfigure, this little box can regenerate itself. Click it into gear.
Am I going mad? Or did the TARDIS play one to one?
Oh. I did hear music.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't recognise it. I thought it was just part of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
He said you shouldn't be teaching children, right? It sounds all jaunty and fun, but it's not.
Oh, here we go.
It's actually going to work.
It's the airport.
Foreshadowing.
There's a wild movie on the TARDIS plays at once.
Oh. Oh, are we going to be Sonicless for the episode?
Sorry, I hope no one minds me waving my meat around on camera like this.
For that, you can go to onlyfans.com/Christian444.
Oh god, I hope no one sets that up. You imagine? That wasn't a call to arms, by the way.
Feels like special.
Flished.
Let's just see.
Airlock.
Wait a minute.
TARDIS?
Oh no. Wow. It's very computer generated.
Disney budget.
Not in a good way.
No. You can kind of tell, yeah.
This wasn't considered one of the most important shots of the specials.
No. It does almost, it feels like they're in like a video game.
Spy Kids.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Or we can stay here, wait for the TARDIS to mend itself so I can get back home. My family is waiting for me. Still, wherever we are, we've got rooms,
Right, I'm done with mine.
we've got air, we've got lights, we've got maps.
Okay.
I like how she is now referring to it as Mavity because they changed history.
Oh.
Well, it was
never that far from the surface.
I wonder if he's like inherited a bit from Donna. Maybe Metacrisis wise.
Well,
And then, where's your Stattenheim remote? I haven't crafted it yet. Oh, it's in Minecraft.
Doctor, you can get the TARDIS back, can't you? Use the sword.
So not just a Sonicless episode then.
I do like the idea of a Sonicless episode, to be fair. We can't just out of...
It's very classic Who. Oh no, the TARDIS has gone.
It's your fault. I said, let's stay here, but you had to wander.
You wandered with me.
I could stop you.
Where did they fight him?
I don't like it when Mummy and Daddy fight.
Okay.
That person or thing got any nearer, I wonder.
Oh my God, where are we? Rose is waiting.
I will get you home.
They'll get outside and it'll be Rose like Zimmer framing along the corridor. I waited for you. Oh, the Hads.
I turned it off years ago. Anyway, it's been 3 years in all that. But if the TARDIS is rebooted,
But that means we've landed in the
So we gotta just end the action and then the TARDIS will be back.
Go. Kick it.
Yeah.
I will just mention for the people in the chat, I'm deliberately not reading it because you read a spoiler earlier.
It's a good
so
idea.
I know you're saying stuff, but I'm
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good idea. We'll go through the chat at the end.
She said it's not awesome. It's jolly.
jolly radical. No.
Mrs. Bean.
Bean. Oh, what's Fen's law? The law of fences.
Law of the swamp.
It's very, I don't know if it's meant to feel this computer gamey.
Circuits moving.
They're like inside a computer,
Yeah.
really, really small.
Planet of the Giants.
What's that mean?
It's not anything backwards.
That's gone.
No, if the TARDIS translates for
Or
me, I
snuff.
thought you knew 27 million languages.
I know 57,205,000. Unless that was Mr. Fenslaw saying his name. It wasn't.
Jimbo didn't move. What is that?
Oh, wait a minute. If I'm right,
This area of the ground is a slightly different colour.
Yeah.
I've seen enough Hanna-Barbera cartoons to know that this bit moves.
I've played enough video games to know that this is an interactable object.
Yeah. They can deliver some milk.
Entire episode was just filmed on a green screen set.
Yeah. It's Marvin the Paranoid Android.
Hello, Jimbo.
Mm.
Can you talk?
I want you to know I'm feeling very depressed.
Fenslaw? Fenslaw. Fenslaw. Really?
Trenzlo.
Oh.
I'm Doctor, this is Donna. We need help. We need to...
Oh.
Is that it?
one step at a time.
What is it? Maybe it's an invasion. Maybe that's the hostile action.
I think it's just a hole.
Gotta take him to see God's last message to creation before he shuts down.
It's fine, we'll just get out the Sonic and fix it. Oh, wait.
Oh,
A very old robot out of storage to walk very slowly down a
Maybe it's just been walking for a very long time.
Time slowed down.
No.
And you Julie Walters.
Stay out, Jimbo. No sudden moves.
And that's when it attacks.
I've got it. Allons, as idiots say.
She flips the wrong one and they just like rock it
Yeah.
up. Have we finished the adventure game? Can we get to some like actual sets?
There we go. Oh, anyone in those things?
It's very... Don't bring back the Cybermen.
It's tradition. They're in look at everything. People always say the Daleks, the Cybermen must have been in more by now, surely. Certainly in the new stuff.
Since, yeah.
It's that space.
Got a chair.
Is it space?
Sign. It's a life form.
Comfy chairs.
I can translate their basic 1 to 10 and find out where we are. And when. And why.
I like the triangles.
1, 2,
Buckle my shoe.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I can make the base code. So, life science.
What if they don't have a decimal numbering system?
No.
Not even YouTube?
Oh.
Where's that gone?
Where are we gone?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Someone opened an airlock door 3 years ago.
Oh.
And then it closed.
Let in the pating.
Oh shit.
Or let out the crew.
Yeah, yeah.
Those numbers are lenses. There's a camera. I could draw them and see where they are.
We've got rid of the TARDIS from now on. This is our ship.
Yeah.
It's definitely a spaceship.
What kind of spaceship?
The wild blue yonder.
But if we're in space, there's no stars.
Oh.
Where are the stars?
Are they in the far, 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 far future?
Mm-hmm.
Mavity well. I hope they change that back.
Yeah. Or go the whole hog. And
Yeah.
keep it like that through Tutti, through.
Ah.
Ending up where?
Ah. Nowhere.
Hmm. The wild blue yonder.
I'm sorry, Nana. The TARDIS was out of control. It's taken us to the edge of the universe.
Oh, okay.
Is there such a thing?
On the edge of this universe? Maybe like
So what's that?
where multiverse is kind of like.
It depends whether space is curved or not.
So I guess there would be an end somewhere because.
It depends whether space is curved or not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How much mass there is in the universe.
Kind of impossible, but that's the
And whether it's gone back on it.
We don't know anything yet.
Yeah.
Not being rude. You just
Well, it's 21st century, so we don't know anything yet anyway.
Oh. Okay.
when you discover Cambodian flat mathematics,
Hmm.
you'll discover it's possible.
What?
That. Nothing. At the edge of creation. Absolute nothing.
But starlight travels. You could stand in my garden and look at the light from stars 1 billion miles away. So where's the light?
Over there. Just hasn't reached us yet. If we flew in that direction, it would take 100 trillion years to reach your house.
How's my family? Over there.
Well, let's get driving.
Yeah.
Never been this
Strap in.
standing like this. Physically,
There is glass in the way.
Yeah. Crack, crack, crack.
He bathes in the black sun.
Oh, sequel.
Mm.
And this ship.
It's an airlock door that opened 3 years ago
Oh,
and closed.
very Midnight-esque in a way.
Mm. Oh, are we gonna get like a Midnight-esque episode?
It's just the hull cooling, expanding
Yeah.
and contracting. There we are.
He said no sense.
It's just building up the next level.
I wonder if it is saying something that they would understand, but the thing is just broken.
Ooh.
So it's just not saying it properly.
Count down our instructions.
Warning.
Slow warning.
I think
This way.
No, this way.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Faceplate repetition filament.
Oh, my favourite.
Can't live without those.
Is that stuff dangerous?
I don't think so.
Harmful, yes. Dangerous, no.
No. Can you do that? Take all the rectangle, move them up there.
What does that do?
Best temp in Chiswick.
The ship's on neutral for some reason, just idling. We need to get it back on full power.
Don't leave me on my own.
Donna, there is no one else on board this ship.
Action, remember? What was that? Hurry back. You little streak.
I need to find the spindle. That's not like wool, it's a water pivot. That's it. Can you still hear me?
No.
Oh, you can see her breath. It's getting cold.
Did it just get cold?
Yeah.
It's a ghost.
I was thinking. Now let me finish, okay? I know I sound dark. I wonder how long they'll wait.
Well, Jackie waited a year.
Mm.
Amy waited like 12 or so since she was a
Yeah.
kid, including the 2 years that he then disappeared after.
Yeah.
And then time will pass. Rose will grow up. She'll have a life.
At least they'll kind of guess what happened, and it's not like Donna's just disappeared.
Yeah, yeah.
They might just think that Donna didn't care about them and wanted to carry on travelling with the Doctor.
Yeah. I've got a new family now.
Yeah.
He's not. You know, he's like. I hope you get to know him.
I hope so too.
Now I'm over here.
I like
Wait
the water
a
lighting.
second.
Huh?
Okay.
They're in a swimming pool.
He didn't go there at all, and she is still there. It's the Doctor didn't walk and talk to her, then come back. That's not the Doctor.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
He would install himself.
Okay.
With a silver bag and a thermos, and he would sit there forever. Calling
Okay.
you everything, wouldn't he?
He's lovely, Wolf. Such a nice man. I'd love to see him again. Funny, because I wonder where the TARDIS goes. Maybe it lands on some outcrop. Let's see. There's a tribe and they worship it for 100 years. Then they go up, try to burn it. Then they get wise.
Then they build a city. All around.
Or they have a race to it.
I mean, the TARDIS just likes to go on its own adventures now and then.
Yeah. Spits itself out into a body and has an adventure, then goes back in.
Yeah.
None the wiser.
There's the TARDIS.
See, this isn't Donna. Is this? I'm guessing this is our real Doctor with a fake Donna.
Why did it get cold?
Maybe it is ghosts.
That's what,
So,
yeah.
like, they're asking questions, like they're trying to find out about them. Maybe
It's like I was thinking it was something to do with like memories or something. Like it's what a ghost is essentially. You know, if they were real. You know what I mean?
Have a kitchen in this place. They have food.
My arms are too long.
I skipped dinner last night because of you and the meat.
Oh, we get hungry.
okay.
Or is it a bit midnight-esque in that it's pretending to be people?
Yeah. I guess Russell knows what episodes did well, and he's trying to.
Did you move all of them up?
My arms are too long.
That is a bit fiddly. Could you go back and finish it?
I don't think I would gloss over that if I was there, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's noticed quicker at least.
My arms too long.
No!
I've got whatever this is, we can. Are you Donna?
Oh, I love a bit of a doppelganger story. What the fuck?
I mean, that effect looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It's so very difficult.
It's like the mum calls the kid downstairs and then the mum says, "Don't go, I heard it too." It's that sort of story, isn't it?
Yeah.
The notion of shape is strange.
It limits. It is limited.
Okay, whatever shape you want to take, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. Just will say, it's very nice to meet you. I'm the Doctor, this is Donna. Get those bodies to calm down, we can talk. That'll be nice, don't you think?
They're looking at us like food.
Food is interesting. Because once I sort out the arms, then I have a problem with the jaw.
Wait!
It's the knees. How many knees?
2.
2 in total? Or 2 on each leg?
Where did you come from? You're not part of the ship, are you? Did you come from outside?
We came from the nothing.
Oh.
We are not things.
Mm.
You are not nothing.
Oh, I think you'll find we're quite something.
And the nothing's trying to feel what it's like to be some very flat line.
Yeah, so it's, yeah.
Level 3. Crash Bandicoot.
I was just trying to think of the music.
I know. Oh. This is the CGI episode then. Whoa. Well. Oh.
Strange enough, my face coming back, but not this big.
The airlock door 3 years ago. That's when they got it.
No control of shape. No concept of shape. Or size.
How can we get the because you only get a certain amount of mass, don't you?
Only if you're a thing.
Where's the actual mass come
This is nothing trying to create something, maybe?
E into mass.
But they're not just physical.
E equals MC squared.
That other Donna. She mentioned Gallifrey.
Yeah, the Doctor said,
So they've got our memories.
okay, so they're copies with memories en masse, but what I don't get is why do they hate us?
This almost feels like it could be one of those spooky Japanese creatures
It's all
that like collect memories because it wants to be a real person. So someone was watching them through the vent earlier, and I wonder if it was those, or whether there is...
Or if there's something that survived, maybe? Oh. Perfect. Okay.
I visited the architect before I came here and bribed him to put a door...
Little did you know that I too visited the architect, and I also bribed him, but I made sure that he placed it here.
I'll just head.
So separated and alone now.
Leparated and a sewn.
Ooh. Fence will calibrate. Oh, okay. Still trying to jump scare you there.
Just don't linger in doorways, I think.
the solid lesson here.
Oh.
Like the skew angle.
It's very Dutch, you know.
That's the term. I'm bad with names and terminology. I get the concept. Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So.
No, but is it?
Oh.
Because they have the person's memories, so you can't even...
Yeah, I did for a second. Okay.
Look, I'm me. I swear I'm
So maybe now they've learnt to control the body a bit more.
Okay, tell me, how many hearts, mate?
2.
Okay, it's me. No,
No, but look, I can't stretch. My arm is not too long. I'm trying, that's all I've got.
But if you were then, you'd pretend that you couldn't.
Well, then pull my arm.
Yeah, but maybe that's what you want.
Pull my finger.
I don't know.
Well, then you're not the doctor. Because he knows everything.
Except for a million times when I don't, and I tell you so, don't I?
Well, that's true. Except if I know that's true, then I'm me.
Hey, well, look, let's take the tie off.
But then Donna is the one that's always saying when the doctor does something wrong. So Donna should know that the doctor isn't always. Maybe.
You're just making all this up.
I always do.
Alright. Where was I born?
You were born in Chiswick.
Well, no, because... Strange little fact. I was born in Southampton.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know that because I never did. If I didn't know that, then that means I'm real.
So where are you from?
No, but we've done that. We talked about that. But there out loud. All 4 of us. No, it's Gallifrey.
Except... It's not.
What do you mean?
You don't know where you're from.
Oh, see, it's the timeless child.
At least now we know what. Yeah.
How does Dawn
Back on Earth.
Oh, but then.
Dr. Donna. I saw your mind.
But then you should have let that go.
Yeah?
And I saw everything that's happened to you since, and oh my god, it hurt.
You're saying this to break me down.
We haven't stopped to talk. We haven't had a chance. It's always
The whole doppelganger episode, I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah.
I saw it. In your head. The flowers.
We don't talk about that.
It destroyed half the universe because of me.
I'm glad they are at least
Yeah.
acknowledging it and
We
stuff.
stand here now, on the edge of creation, a creation which I...
We don't see half the universe that's been destroyed. The universe still feels pretty full.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault.
I know!
Getting deep into the Doctor there.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't think it is, because why would they then show us two perspectives unless they're trying to trick us, camera? What? I don't...
Yeah.
Why would we have the okay.
I just couldn't keep it together. You are so amazing. We stare at that universe so far away. But you have owned it. You are such a prize.
I was born in Southampton. So my mum and dad were there for the weekend visiting my aunt's wives. My mum was 9 months pregnant, but would Iris come to her? No, she wouldn't. So I arrived in Southampton, which allowed my mother to say I was a problem from the day I was born. I'm come to the edge of the universe to discover I'm still dealing with that. So yes, you can copy my memory, but there's only one person who can understand my family like that, and that is me. I'm definitely Donna. Where's your time?
What?
What time? Is it?
Ah.
It was there, on the floor. So where is it?
Oh, I see. Something's gone that keeps existing.
Auntie Iris, Mummy and Daddy. Yeah. Why does he travel with someone as stupid as you?
Just to see a bit of the Doctor just sort of suffering on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's no one here, so he can kind of let it out and not hold it back like he would in front of a companion.
Yeah.
Cling on to the walls, hopefully you'll be pulled back out.
Yeah. Or you'll end up in the mechanism.
Yeah. Obviously, every time they've interacted, they've learned more. So each time they interact, it's going to be harder and harder for us.
Is the biggest nightmare of my life, but I look quite good.
I just want to talk to you, not Doctor, because I know you're a fake and for a fact, so I want to know why you're doing this. That's what I was going to say. Well, you should have been faster, because that's me, isn't it? Fast. Am I fast? Do I talk fast? Yes. Copy of me. You're only fast because I am.
Oh, well, I can't follow any of this.
And that is proof.
Because that's not pretend.
You think you're stupid?
Of course I do.
That's very Donna. That's so Donna. That's not Donna. Except, Donna does not think she's stupid.
Oh, I do.
No. Donna thinks she's stupid. And sometimes she thinks she's brilliant. She thinks both. Because that's the astonishing thing about people from that planet. They can believe two completely different things at exactly the same time.
Rainbow.
Let's go.
Thank God.
Okay.
Salt. You can't cross salt. In our universe, it is said that vampires, demons, and ghosts cannot cross
Bluffing.
the line of salt.
Okay.
Count every single grain. You've got a choice. But that's a superstition.
Doesn't mean it's true.
It's a superstition, and it's true. Two things at once. You're lying. No more tools.
Come on. Stop copying and make your own minds up.
Cross the line.
She doesn't. But she said I'm stupid.
And also brilliant. Then which one is it, Donna? Cross the line. Or count.
What do you want?
But if one's counting, can the other one? Because they can do two things. Believe two things. I don't know.
Acclimatise. Your arms are a bit too long, your mouths are a bit too wide, but are you stabilising?
Oh, they're becoming us properly.
I just wonder why. Why?
Because TARDIS will come back for us. They know.
Ah.
So if they become completely ours, the TARDIS will come back for them.
Is that what you want? Escape? We drifted here, in the lack of that. Passing no time. But we could feel it. From so far away. One noisy, boiling universe. I want to travel there. To play your vicious games and win. If you existed here...
It's coming really quickly.
On purpose, then what's made you so bad? The things we felt and shaped us. Carrying across the dark. You could hear your lives of war, and blood and fury and hate. They made us like this.
We are more than that.
Love letters don't travel very far. And neither do your lives.
Stand and deliver. Oh.
Just hold each other's hand for the rest of the adventure and
Yeah.
don't let yourselves get... Oh.
Is that the same door from
I was
last
about
episode?
to say.
What are they scaring us for?
10 minutes ago, they'd have ripped that door off its hinges. Now they're just standing there. Looking in
Because they become more like you, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yes, but if you just listen to my questions, thank you very much. Why are they making us so scared? If they want to copy us, why don't they just sit in a corner and do it? Terrorise us.
True.
That's a very good question.
Yes, our brilliance.
Unless that's how it's done. More scary other than the blood pumps, hypothalamus, adrenaline. We think faster and faster and faster.
It makes us easy to copy.
Goosebumps like Braille. You're reading us, is that right?
Well, what do we do? How do we stop them? Stop being scared.
Like the ship, all taking over in neutral. Donna? Stop thinking.
It's good me. What about you?
Just calm. Just calm.
Or just focus on one thing that they already know.
Yeah.
Just don't think anything new. Don't give them new information. They know they can't get past that door. Just stand there and think that. Oh, you can't get past this door. Can't get past this door. Can't get past this door. Can't just. It's hard to think about nothing.
Yeah.
For a long period of time.
For how long?
How do you not think on a ship full of questions? Why the empty chair?
Why do the walls keep moving?
What are the words?
Okay.
And why did the airlock open and close 3 years ago? Don't stop it.
What is that?
Stop thinking.
Yeah, if that's not them, it's just the thing cooling. Just someone there.
Yeah.
Let me in. I'm freezing my ass off out here. Oh. The crew?
It's a Trandoshan.
I don't know what that is.
No, it just looked like a Star Wars creature. Oh, it isn't.
Okay, it's just a dead. Oh.
Ah.
The captain of the ship. Circling round and round forever. Caught in the gravity field.
Ah.
Gravity field.
Her, them out.
Her.
Yes, yeah, because the Doctor can kind of tell when time's changed a bit, can't he?
Why is she in a spacesuit?
I guess maybe the captain realised all this as well, and the only thing they could think of to stop the things copying them was to kill themselves.
Yeah.
I know my expressions very, very well. You don't know. Captain did something you don't understand. What did she do? They really don't know. The questions on the test, they need the answers. We're all stuck in the system because of the captain. Oh, what did she do?
Well, if they want the answers, don't tell them.
You know what? It's like, don't want to have ideas? Then I have ideas. So the captain
Try to stop us.
why the captain's outside. The airlock door 3 years ago, that wasn't him coming in. That was her going out. She killed herself.
But what for? She hid her thoughts.
So we couldn't see.
She stops her thoughts completely.
Brain function. Oh, well done, Captain! Because she knew! Even with a lost ship, if you were found one day, if you two ever reached the universe, you'd run right across the stars. And you were already becoming copies of the Captain. You'd have owned this spaceship. If you topped her perfectly, you could have flown the ship home and started your war. So, she ended her life to hide whatever it is she left behind, because when she died, you hadn't completed her. So you lost everything she knew.
Oh, well, there's our answer. We've got to kill ourselves, Donna.
Yeah.
Ah, sorry, I'll go. Oh. Oh! Maybe. The little robot is on our side. And it's just working really slowly.
Yeah.
Yes, you are, and so am I. It's all about slow. We don't understand the slow, so the captain set out to slowly stop us. So the ship is slow, the robot is slow, the words are slow, is that it? The words move the walls, so the ship is slowly reconfiguring to become a very slow bomb. The captain set the self-destruct slowly, so the words are a very slow countdown.
I said so! I said countdown straight away, it's that simple! Oh, I translated the numbers, I never heard them out loud! Fenn's law, Collis break means 10, 9, 8. We're as clever as you now.
Okay.
Speed the robot up.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Kablam! Sorry, no. Oh.
The second episode in a row we've had you running around flicking switches behind a glass door.
Sorry, Donna. The countdown needs to speed up.
Stop them stopping the robot. They're pretty much us now. Just literally tackle them and hold
Stop
them.
them, stop us stopping the robot from stopping. Nope.
Yeet. I just want Donna to just.
Oh, yeah.
Like, have these guys never experienced necessarily fighting, or? Yeah.
Sensei. I mean, I presume they're going to stop the robot because
yeah, how...
these two are going to die.
Oh. Learning what he can and can't do, I guess. Too slow anyway, or?
If he runs out of time, the hostile action ends. But a time machine would know.
Get to Donna. I was gonna say get to Donna. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm talking about primitive people worshipping it. What do you think this is?
Get them both in there, work it out at the end or something, I guess. I don't know.
Who's the head of the choir? Mrs. Bean! And why is Mrs. Bean funny?
Because it's the name of a vegetable given to a woman.
Oh no. Mr. Bean.
It just is, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I hope you picked the right one. Oh, it's still the same.
Yeah. Oh. Maybe? Or... Shit. Shit! They're not, are they? TARDIS lands on her now, or...?
And the whole episode's about doppelgangers, it's kind of hard to...
tell.
Hmm.
But this Donna smiled and looked around like... Oh.
There we are.
Why can't the TARDIS just land? Oh!
That's handy.
Part of me was... Oh, I liked that colouring on the outside where it was blue on one door.
Where's the hats?
Whee! Now, Donna... Yeah! So, you know me, do you, Doctor?
She'd almost completed you. That other Donna was a 99.9% copy. Except I thought, what's that? Turned out her wrist had an extra 0.06 millimeters. Obvious, really.
Devil's in the details.
Yeah, isn't it just? Oh, I keep thinking, I wish I hadn't done that thing with the sword.
What, the bad luck thing? That was just a lie.
Normally, except I invoked a superstition at the edge of the universe, where the walls are thin and all things are possible.
From this point in the universe onwards.
Oh. Feeling a sign.
A storm's approaching.
Which has gone fine. Anyways, so anyway, I was wondering, she said on the spaceship, other Donna had your memory. She could remember us as the Dr. Donna. So she could see my life and my mind and my thoughts. The past 15 years. All the time we've been apart, she could remember it. Can you?
No. It's too much. It's like looking into a furnace. But I suppose she had a great big outspace brain. She could make sense of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Why?
Just wondering.
What did she say?
This is all still in there technically. Donna just can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah.
Like what? Come on. Where have you been since I was son? What's happened?
Hey, you know, the usual. Robots chasing waterfalls.
But what really happened?
No.
You okay?
I will be.
Why?
Another 50 years, Earth.
Yes.
Oh.
There we are, back home.
To get us out of awkward conversations.
Watch it not. Yeah, it's not home.
Day or two out.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Okay.
I said so.
This was the person I knew who was returning. The other returning actor I mentioned. That wasn't in last one.
Oh, now I feel better.
But obviously didn't mention who because...
Oh, my world. Hello, the old soldier. I never thought I'd see you again after all these years. Oh, Doctor, that lovely face. It's like springtime. And Donna's got a memory bank.
Without dying, which I recommend.
Well, I knew it. I never lost faith. I said,
I hope he's in the next one. A lot more.
save us. Save us from what?
And where's the family? Where's Rose? Are they all right?
Yeah, they're fine. They're safe. I've told them to bunker down. I'll keep watch. I said, you save yourselves. Why is this
Oh.
Oh. It's time for the 10-minute madness.
Yeah.
It's everything. They're all going mad. Listen, you've got to do something, Doctor. The whole world's coming to an end.
How did Wilf know that this... that's why it's wheelchair accessible.
Oh yeah, of course.
More of me, Catherine, and behind the
So-
scenes secrets.
Wilf was just conveniently sat there ready, knowing the TARDIS would land there as people started going...
To be fair, he probably just sat there all day because he knew
Yeah.
that's where it was last seen.
But it's lucky that they started going mad at that exact moment.
But the TARDIS,
And-
maybe the TARDIS brought them there at the right time.
Yeah,
You
okay,
could-
yeah.
if you want to,
Yeah.
isn't it? I suppose.
I don't know what to... That was just a trippy episode.
Yeah, yeah.
But not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it the entire time.
It's that whole kind of doppelganger, changeling thing. I do like that sort of story.
Yeah.
I wish it had been a bit scarier, if I'm honest.
Yes.
It started off, it could have got a bit scary, I thought, but I suppose it is only 6:30 starting it, so.
But still.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the same as what we said last time. We're just so in the hype at the moment, it's going to be hard to think of niggles and nitpicks.
So it was good to see.
I didn't like the CGI.
No, I mean, we mentioned that plenty. I liked seeing the Doctor sort of having to face his
own demons a little bit.
Yeah, and sort of taking it out on the ship a little bit. It was quite.
But because if he was around the companion, like he was there at the end with Donna, he just bottles it up. So it was nice to see sort of unbottle it for a second. Yeah. Villains I liked. I like, again, that whole trip. It's just a trippy episode. It's
I think
it's going to take a couple of rewatches to kind of get the full 100% storyline and stuff. And like, you kind of got it, but...
I really liked that they deliberately changed camera. They broke the 180 rule and everything, so that you couldn't tell which one was the real one. Yeah, that was good.
Especially when they all four then converged in the room, and they kind of...
I lost me a bit at that bit, to be honest.
Well, that's
as in I didn't know how they'd figured it out. Because it was just like
I might have to rewatch that to see or what.
It just kind of seemed like they just the Doctors just said something that wasn't really a way to figure it out, but they needed to figure it out to move the episode on. That's what I felt like. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe on rewatches. We'll see
but yeah, that whole.
But in terms of camera shots and styling, when they all first enter that room together, they do like each individual person, and so you don't know which one's real or not. Yeah,
that was good. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, that whole unknown entity thing. I mean, I mentioned Midnight earlier.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, it's right up my alley.
Yeah, and the whole the edge of the universe. The point where it's still kind of expanding and what is.
There's you couldn't do it all the time, obviously, because it would lose the impact. But there is something really special about the Doctor coming up against something and he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah,
like the Midnight creature, like the beast. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And again, it seems like it is just a mini series. It's not really a 60th special. It's just 3 episodes.
I wouldn't say it felt extra. It was not not the best ever episode of Doctor Who that's ever existed. On par with the last one, probably.
Yeah,
I can't say. if anything, this one will probably get less hate from all the people out
Yeah.
there who
Yeah.
didn't like
It'll be Doctor Who's over now because of the CGI corridor.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? The captain was a woman. Oh, typical. That's the way it'll be. You know, there will always be people like that.
Oh, I will. Oh, but yeah.
Well, we said that last time, didn't we? How it's kind of, it just feels like an episode from their series, however many years ago it was, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
That's not, no.
Would have liked something special 60th wise, but it's new Doctor Who, I guess. It's something to be grateful for.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like we're celebrating. It is the 60th, but it doesn't feel like we're celebrating that. It feels more like we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Dr. Donna.
Yeah, it's like we're celebrating Russell T Davies.
Yeah. I'm back for the 60th. It's all about me, baby. Yeah. He's not Russell the Davis for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You earn the.
If you keep this up, Russell, you might get another the.
Russell the Davis. Oh. Yeah, I don't really know what more to say.
We kind of had this last week.
I quite liked some of the effects with the villains.
Yeah, they were like
the arm ones.
Prosthetic floppy arms, yeah.
But it looked quite realistic and stuff.
Yeah.
The corridor didn't.
No. Or when the Doctor put his head between his legs. That looked pretty poor, to be honest.
Yeah. And the stretching of the jaw.
I don't think that was too bad.
No? Okay. Might have to review that bit. Or rewatch that bit. It's just nice to kind of enjoy it. And we haven't had an episode yet that we haven't enjoyed. I know there's only been 2 episodes. But
even like we just before we started this one, we basically just had because we were so like into it last week. The start of this one, we were like, right, now here are the things we didn't like because we didn't really think of it last week. Even with that, it doesn't mean that it wasn't like with a lot of the Chibnall stuff where it was where I'd watch it and I'd be like, oh yeah, that was right, I suppose, and then I'd think about it afterwards and I go, actually no, that didn't work at all. It hasn't been that. It's just been more like
little. The episode still feels exactly the same to me as it did at the end of last week. It was just a little few nitpicks I've noticed,
like Cinema Sins level niggles sort of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't detract from the let it go thing. Could do without, but the rest of it, it's just nitpicks and niggles and stuff. Yeah. My phone's buzzing. Is that
buzz?
Oh, okay. That's nothing important. To you. What is important to you, though, is that we will. Should we maybe have a run through of the? We'll check the comments before we. Anything interesting? Or is it just normal people liking the show? I hope.
You probably want to read them as well, because I'm not reading them out loud.
Processing the words. All right, we'll be back in a moment. Where's that? If I grab them, it's...
that's a great shout. It's like Event Horizon, because that's the film when they travel through the warp. It's essentially Warhammer 40,000 fan film. They travel through the warp. They've invented faster than light travel. But unfortunately, in going through the warp, they let a load of demons onto the ship, and they all kill each other in horrific ways. And it's basically that's the gist of it.
It's kind of,
but that is like a long ship as well.
Influence from that sorts of thing.
I think that's Event Horizon anyway. I think I've got that right.
I do like that someone with the YouTube handle, the General Grievous 19, has quoted, "This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them."
Where are those droidekas?
The person's just made a few Star Wars references. See, I have seen Teen Titans. I just don't remember that episode off the top of my head.
Just pushing your audio onto the mic.
Yeah.
To be fair, if I like did that in front of the microphone and put a big area, you could talk louder and I'd bounce the words onto it.
Yeah, as the Simpsons 17 said, I would like that if they could celebrate more than just the Dr. Donna Davis era.
Yeah.
And the fact that now we only have one more episode left of Celebrations, and we've still not... we had less references to other eras in this one than we did in the last one. Like, in the last one, we at least got like little musical notes from...
We got reference to Flux and the Timeless Child, everyone's favourite era of Doctor Who.
Well, let's flux that, and let's I guess. Oh, we're getting more.
I don't know. I just haven't. I can't remember what I read.
I got to the Simpsons one at the bottom. The Simpsons dude.
Yeah, there's got to be more Wilf. They're saying. Now,
I'm hoping that if we're like back on Earth,
it seemed
for
like he
next
took
episode,
him into the TARDIS, didn't it?
Yeah, and if just it seems like we're going to be on Earth for next episode, trying to figure this shit out. Probably the Toy Maker, considering we haven't seen him yet. Yeah. And hopefully Wilf's a big part. Maybe it'll be like their Oracle, where he sits on the TARDIS communicating to them as they're out in the field doing the battles and shit.
So obviously I watched there's a really good behind the scenes thing up on their YouTube channel, the Doctor YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
There's like more than that Doctor Who Unleashed thing. It's like just a behind the scenes thing. And they had Bernard Cribbins at the read through,
and that gave it
so
away
I was
to
like,
you, or
but I wasn't sure because
maybe they'd
obviously
filmed stuff.
He is dead,
and then he passed. So out of respect,
I didn't know whether he was meant to be in the first one, but wasn't.
They hadn't finished filming, or
so seeing him at that read through, I didn't know that he was going to be in any of them yet. I thought because he might have been intended to be in them, but then he passed away, and so he couldn't.
I had heard that they had at least filmed stuff for the 60th with Bernard Cribbins. He'd been seen filming or something or other. I guess maybe he was seen filming at that point or something. You'd have to. It's quite hard to. If you're filming in public, sort of thing.
That reminds me, I was pondering where some of these places might have been. I actually searched for one of the names of the shops that you could see there. It was like Cyber World or something. It was Cyberdog. It is in Camden.
Okay,
so it wasn't in Bristol.
That's where they were filming. Yeah. No, I think I did watch another reactor out there. I've watched so many, I'm not gonna be able to remember any of their names. But I think he mentioned that. He literally recognised it as Camden and that he's walked down there a few times.
Bloody Londoners.
Those Coconies. Cockney.
Oh,
Coconi. I don't know.
Like where's Coconi?
Coconi. Well, let's find out.
The damn Coconese.
Next time, Coconi. We'll see you no. We will be back next week, though.
They're really strong characters, the Coconese. They're tough nut to crack. Coconut.
Yeah. But how many knees have they got?
Wow.
2.
How many on each leg?
On each leg, yeah.
I've got 4, 1 on each limb. These are legs.
I mean,
they are legs. They're specialised legs. It's not our fault we walk wrong.
What are the elbows if they're not just the knees of the arms?
Yes.
Anyway. We will be back.
They're not even really specialised legs. They're just special fins when you really, really get down to it.
Yeah. Anyway. Next week for the final of the 60th, and then as I've mentioned, we won't be back on Christmas Day for the Christmas one, but we will be back within a week or so after, and we will watch it and stream it because I will make sure I don't watch it in order to have some... You will be watching it with your family.
Yes.
I won't, because I'd rather... I like to document my reactions to stuff for the first time. So we will be back for the Christmas one in some regards. It just won't be on Christmas. Before that, though, we do have next week's, which I don't even know the title. So
no, I've seen it, but I can't remember it.
Oh, okay. Well...
I'll see it next Saturday when I look what time it's on.
I didn't even know any of the titles until we got into it, so join us then, I guess. 6:30. Well, no, we'll be back about maybe 5:30.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. 5:30, depending on how quick we are setting up. More likely 5:30. But
and thanks for all your comments and views and shit.
Oh yeah, people who have been here, definitely. And if you've watched on the VOD, make sure to leave Oh, actually, one thing we could do before well, I don't know.
I hadn't finished my sentence.
Oh.
I was just gonna say
You do that.
I haven't. You know, we've both read them all. Me personally, I'm not reading them all out just because some of the stuff we've already said, and I'm also kind of half editing it in my head as we go. Not that it's being edited by me or anything, but I was kind of thinking, you know, sometimes we don't need to keep repeating things. So don't be offended if I haven't read it out. It's just because we've kind of said it already. Yes. We had a mega comment from Panstall. I've read it.
Oh, okay. Can you give us the gist? Because I was going to save it for this.
I can't remember what he said.
Oh.
I thought,
Well,
as always, it was eminently sensible. We like Panstall.
Panstall has been with the channel for a since before the channel existed, basically. Since I was making sprite comics on comicfury.com. They're still there. Pokemon Warpers. If you want to read Panstall's comment, then go to the first video, the last stream we did.
Video?
It'll be there.
Was like me at the zoo, wasn't it? The first one on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the first Doctor Who 60th one.
That we did,
I
yeah.
see. I got it wrong. Effect.
And my cattle prods all the way over there. Wrong. No. I don't. We're bad with outros. Should we just say bye? I guess. Yeah. I better.